let's take you through our news tonight on Bengaluru's price rise. Bengaluru is facing a compound cost of living increase as number metro fares rise by 5% now, which means a minimum 11, maximum 95. That's the price range effective February 2026. This along with electricity tariff hikes from April and increased water charges also now in Bengaluru city we hear. The metro hike involving 1 to 5% increase marks the first revision in over 7 years, though it was briefly put on hold due to public backlash earlier, but it seems like now they've decided on it. However, Bengaluru's proposed metro fare, the fare hike, has triggered a full-blown political showdown with rival parties now fighting not just over responsibility but over credit for putting the hike on hold. What really began as a commuter issue has now quickly escalated into a caste versus state battle. On 5th of February, the Bengaluru Metro Rail Cooperation Limited network announced the implementation of the annual fare revision from February 9th. This triggered sharp reactions from commuters and a political slugfest between the state and the centre as well. Bengaluru South MP Tejasvi Surya we saw some other activists there who were protesting briefly. They were detained by the police as well during a protest they held outside the RV Road metro station against this price hike by the Congress government. Now, responding to the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar's remark, Tejasvi Surya said, an empty truck, the BJP MP carried an empty truck during the protest, displayed a poster there stating the Congress-led government is an empty truck government, symbolizing that they call the they call this growing financial burden on commuters. Basically, nothing inside, but it's just heavy. A poster also carried photographs of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar. The police objected to these protests, leading to arguments between the police and Tejasvi Surya. The MP was served a notice for attempting to protest at a metro station without proper prior permission. Despite the warning, he went ahead and was detained briefly before being released. Then in a media statement issued on Saturday, Bangalore Metro Rail Cooperation Limited said that the annual fare revision from February 9th has been kept on hold till further orders. Now, Tejasvi Surya says that the metro fare hike has been stalled for the second time due to pressure from the union government. Taking credit, BJP there of course taking credit for stalling this yet again. He's accused the Karnataka government of suppressing dissent instead of addressing public anger and has demanded that the state release a white paper on its financial condition. Tejasvi Surya has also questioned Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, asking how the CM could earlier order a reduction in fares but now claims that he has no authority over fare fixation. While the Congress has responded, Minister Priyank Kharge dismissed Tejasvi Surya's protest as political drama, accusing the BJP of trying to mislead commuters. Karnataka Congress in a social media post said BJP MPs were attempting an emergency exit strategy, first claiming the centre had no role in the hike and then trying to take credit for pausing it. D.K. Shivkumar, Deputy CM, has asserted that the decision to put the fare hike on hold was taken by the Karnataka government and not the centre. So, while we're looking at blame game here and one taking credit for the other, he says the state asked officials to recalculate fares following government decisions and directions. And while the fare fixation committee follows a set formula, the state has sought an overview, a review on this entirely. Dinesh Gundarao has also added that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had already written to the centre an equal shareholder in BMRCL. Basically, BMRCL is a central body and then you have the state government, both together collectively working on the metro. So, Dinesh Gundarao says an equal stakeholder in BMRCL, the state government had written to the centre urging that fares should not be increased. For now, the metro fare hike is on hold. But for Bengalurians, this is only one part of the larger cost of living squeeze. In recent months, the city has also seen higher electricity tariffs and increased water charges, adding pressure on households already stretching by rising rents and transport costs. So while political parties argue over who stopped the metro fare hike, commuters and residents are now asking some more questions as to who is actually easing the burden on the citizen. Is this about commuter relief or political one-upmanship? Do fares of electricity and water also increase? How much? Details are yet unclear on that, but we will track the story closely. I'll take you through all the political slugfest on the metro hike first.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಒತ್ತಾಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ತಾತ್ಕಾಲಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ನೆರವಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಶ್ವೇತಪತ್ರ ಹೊರಡಿಸಬೇಕು. ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕತೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ದಿವಾಳಿ ಎದ್ದೋಗಿದೀವ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಟ್ರಂಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಖಜಾನೆ? ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Members of Parliament of the BJP should stop this stage managed and these dramas of fooling the people. See, it's very clear that there is a price fixation committee headed by the central government which decides on the fare hike. And more important,
I feel sorry for him. Young man, hurried man, without doing any work, without bringing any money to the government, without bringing any money to Bangalore, without helping the people of Bangaloreans. He wanted to take a false propaganda. I never expected, he has a lot of future. I never expected that he will go to this level.
Let me quickly bring in our panelists. We have Satya Prakash, Vice Chairman and KPCC spokesperson. We also have Vijay Prasad, spokesperson of the BJP, and Satya Arikutharam, mobility expert of Bengaluru. Thanks all of you for joining us. Satya Arikutharam, your take on this, give us clarity on who owns the Bengaluru metro exactly, and what does this fare hike really mean?
Yeah, thanks, Nabila. First of all, good evening to everybody. And I think you have covered all the politics part of it. I'll cut through the rhetoric and explain exactly what BMRCL is. BMRCL is a 50-50 joint venture between central government and the state government. The role of the central government is governance. The role of the state government is management, and BMRCL should deliver. So essentially, out of the 10 board members, the central government essentially nominates the chairman, who usually happens to be the secretary of the MOHUA being Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And the other 4 members the central government nominates, one from railways, one from MOHUA, and one from HUDCO, so that they generally give oversight and actually manage the sort of a mentorship to the state government, which actually manages through its own board members. The MD is the nominee of the state government. Apart from the MD, the finance secretary, the IT/BT secretary, and incidentally, the secretary to DCM is also BMRCL's board member. So the management, day-to-day affairs, fare fixation, when to fix the fares, all these things is the state government's ambit as per the MOU signed in 2021. The central government intervenes only on an exceptional basis, and in this instance, that nod or nudge from the central minister has come because a letter regarding the FFC reports lacunae, as self-evident errors, has been put to the minister. And that's the reason one of the board member, who is the central government nominee, wrote to MD BMRCL, please put this on hold. Let's discuss this again in our board meeting. So that is the context.
Okay. All right. Vijay Prasad, what are you holding up?
Yeah. See, very good evening, Nabila, and very good evening to the other panelists. See, again, this is the coffers are empty promises. Okay, empty promises, empty trunk. And see, this is the kind of government Congress is running in Karnataka as of today. See, this government has completely gone berserk, and there is no control over this governance. See, what is happening is, since coming to the power in 2023, on the back of 5 guarantees, they said we will give 5 guarantees, we will uplift the people, we will uplift the life of the people of Karnataka with big promises. Okay, now what has happened? All these guarantees are pushing to the drain, and the big promises are gone zero now. And this is the empty coffers. And probably the Congress is using this empty suitcase to fill in the Grihalakshmi money of 5,000 crores and excise money of close to around 6,500 crores. This is the kind of government the Congress is running in today. See, the price hike, rising cost of essentials, while the welfare of the citizens has taken the back seat. This Congress government only there to blame the center. See, now there is so much of drama happening in Karnataka in many weeks. So much of drama. This Siddaramaiah government should be running a drama company, should be running a drama company instead of running a government in Karnataka. This is the kind
Nabila.
of see. So what is happening, Nabila, here is the price hike has become the order of the day. There is no development, no jobs creation, no support, no infrastructure development. The state has come to a standstill, and the finances has gone to the Vrishabhavati Valley. This is the kind of government. This Karnataka Congress is running. See, we as a responsible, we BJP and the NDA parties, as a responsible opposition, we have targeted Siddaramaiah government, and we have n number of times we have alerted the government to be on careful. So come back to the track. No, but probably this government is not in a position to listen to anyone. I don't know where is Siddaramaiah. He is not to be seen. Where is Home Minister Parmeshwara? He is not to be seen. So he has become Gottila Minister, and Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, probably he is busy in filling the.
All right.
This is the kind. This is
Joe.
so.
Nabila,
I can take out hundreds
Nabila.
of cases. I can take out hundreds of cases.
Hi, Nabila.
Okay, we hear you.
Let me.
Very well, sir. Okay. Satya Prakash. And I also am short of time. So, Satya Prakash, without running around the bush, is it true that price rise is being also done in electricity and water? I agree. Satya Prakash, you are always getting all the time on my shows, so you cannot say anything.
This is not Lal Bagh, Satya Prakash. This is not
You cannot
Lal
be.
Bagh. I have
Nabila,
taken
you should
through
stop
these
being
streets and
spokesperson of the
look at
BJP
some of
party.
Karnataka.
You allowed.
Okay, just allow Satya Prakash to speak.
Okay, yeah. See, allow him to keep quiet for time.
Okay, Satya Prakash, please
See, this guy was showing empty trunk. His MP Tejasvi Surya also showed empty trunk. Instead of showing empty trunk, the whole Karnataka people came to know that they are empty head. Kali tale. They don't have heads, because they are showing empty trunk, because Karnataka government gives 5 lakh crores to Modi's exchequer. What we get is pittance. We get 11 to 12 paisa for every 1 rupee that we are paying. So if anyone is responsible for that empty trunk, it is these dumb heads or empty heads, BJP and their Prime Minister, and not Siddaramaiah. Congress government and Karnataka government is a very stable government. They need to have some basic common sense.
See,
that
instead
who
of
is responsible
blaming
for this
everything, I think it's better you take the responsibility
you should
of
behave
your
like
government.
a gentleman,
See,
Nabila.
you don't have
Nabila,
any morality.
That is
Do
why
you
I call
have
them
any morality
empty
in this
heads.
government?
That is why I call
Just
them
allow Satya Prakash
Do
to
you have
speak,
any
please.
morality to run
Yeah,
this
that
government?
is why I
You
call
don't
them
have any
dumb heads.
morality. I think
Please hear. Okay. See,
Okay, Satya Prakash, please speak. Satya Prakash, please complete.
Yeah,
I just want a clear, Satya Prakash, I want a clear answer from you on, is it true that there is a price rise even in water and electricity? Is that in the offing? Because Bengalurians are worried.
Electricity, Karnataka Electricity Regulation Commission has given a proposal. The people will go back to them. The voice of the people, the KIRC will listen. And don't forget that this hike is for the next 3 years. That means over a period of time, because of our distribution cost is increased, this is a routine matter. Don't forget that this same government, when they were in power in 2019 to 2023, in the fact they increased the prices by 2 rupees 89 paisa. But what we are increasing is just 50 paisa, 60 paisa, like that. That too over a period of 3 years. When we give good services, electricity doesn't come free. So on a yearly basis, there are input costs, that distribution costs that are more for the ESCOMs. And don't forget that we are giving free power for all the poor in this state. 1 crore 20 lakh households are getting free power. When we are giving free power, it is but natural.
The so-called government,
Please keep your please behave like a gentleman.
The so-called government is surrounded by
when we are giving free
allegations after
when we are giving free power to the have-nots, definitely there will be some pinch on the haves. So all those power bills are beyond 200 units. There will be a pinch of around 50 to 70 rupees. Don't forget that this BJP government increased gas filling price
inefficiency,
from
you are
375 rupees to a whopping
you are passing on the
975
buck to the
rupees
people
today.
of the Karnataka.
My friend
And
was
what have you
showing
done to
empty
benefit
trunk.
their lives? What have
Instead
you
of showing
zero
empty
develop,
trunk, they should
zero.
show
You
that
have
their
done
heads are
nothing about
empty.
you have done
BJP
nothing
heads are
to
empty.
improve the life of the
Don't
people of
forget that in the
Karnataka.
recent
Have you
budget
looked at
hike,
them up?
their empty head Prime Minister had increased gas price by 50 rupees. Then why my friend, Prakash didn't show
No,
an
no,
empty cylinder?
Nabila, this is not the case. See,
Don't
see,
play
every
theatrics.
time
Now
this is the
All right,
habit.
I
Tomorrow
can't
not
beat
happening
around the bush.
Chennai.
I just
People
wanted
of
plain and
Karnataka are
simple
watching
answers.
you. See, people of Karnataka are
Okay,
watching
that's
you.
it. That's
Tomorrow
all we have
Nautanki
time for.
nahi chalega. Nautanki
Okay,
nahi
that's
chalega,
all.
Nabila.
Well,
Inka
BJP is
Nautanki
planning a
nahi
protest
chalega.
against this price hike. We'll see if the Congress eventually even increases water and electricity. We hope that does not happen. But if you're mulling to do that, then BJP is already threatening to protest. So, I'm happy that we have an active opposition, and I'm happy we have a responsive government.
Now, what
Thank
is
you.
the price
That's
of
all I have
gas
time for,
cylinder?
sir. I really appreciate all of you joining us here.